What is the poker all-in protection rule? Imagine you're in the middle of a tense poker hand when suddenly your internet drops out. You can't act, but your chips are still on the table. What happens next? That's where the poker all-in protection rule comes into play. This rule is mainly used in online poker to help players who get disconnected during a hand. When a player loses their internet unexpectedly while still having chips committed to the pot, this rule treats them as if they have gone all in automatically. That means their hand stays active, and they can still win if their cards hold up at showdown, even though they can't make any more bets or raises. This rule was created because in the early days of online poker, internet connections weren't always reliable. Players could get disconnected at critical moments, which might unfairly cause their hand to be folded or lose chips without a chance to act. With all-in protection, the disconnected player's chips are considered as if they pushed all their chips into the pot. Their hand remains live, and the game continues with the other players. If their hand wins at the end, they get their share of the pot. If they lose their chips just like any other player. In practice, the disconnected player is considered all-in for the amount of chips they had in front of them when they lost connection. They cannot make further bets or raises, but their hand stays in play. The other players continue betting and playing normally. When the hand ends, if the disconnected player's hand is the best, they win the pot. If not, they lose their chips. Many online sites used to relying heavily on this rule, especially when internet issues were common. But as internet connections have improved, many sites now give players extra time to reconnect before folding their hand. This way, players are not unfairly penalized for temporary disconnections. They can often reconnect within a certain time frame, usually around 30 seconds to a minute, and continue playing. If they fail to reconnect in time, then their hand is folded. The all-in protection rule is important because it prevents players from losing chips unfairly due to technical problems. It also makes the game fairer, especially in high-stakes or tournament play. Knowing that a disconnected opponent's hand might still be live can influence how you play against them. It adds a layer of strategy, as you might consider that their hand could still be strong even if they are not actively betting. To sum up, the poker all-in protection rule is a safety measure for online poker. It considers disconnected players as if they have gone all in, keeping their hand active and giving them a chance to win the pot. While it was more common when internet issues were frequent, many sites now prefer to give players extra time to reconnect before folding their hand. This rule helps keep the game fair and ensures players are not penalized for circumstances beyond their control.